Your Excellency, your visit is very important for us. We feel highly honored and we are very grateful. Let me use the opportunity to thank you for the warm reception you gave to a delegation from this House during a visit to you at the Flagstaff House on February 7, exactly 9 months ago. During that visit, and on many other occasions, you acknowledged the important role of chiefs in the nation's development process and expressed your commitment to working with NANANUM to bring development and happiness to the people. Development is necessary if poverty must not remain the lot of our people, and happiness is the essence, and it's important for unity, peace, stability, and for continuing development. Your Excellency, we agree with you that our nation is not poor, and so our people must not live in poverty, because we are endowed with a lot of natural resources, among them fertile lands, bauxite, diamonds, gold, iron ore, and oil and gas. And of course, very good people. Similarly, the youth of this country must not suffer unemployment because there is so much we have to do as a nation. The shortage of housing, we don't have enough school blocks, our gutters are choked, and our roads are not only bad, but are not sufficient. Road density in our country is very poor, and so is power consumption per capita. All this suggests a lot of work that we have to do, and that is why we agree with your agenda that aims at putting our people to work.
On 7th February 2017, exactly after taking office as President of the Republic, the Standing Committee of this House, on behalf of the entire membership, paid a courtesy call on me and the presidency in Accra to congratulate me on the victory of my party and I in the 2016 elections. They indicated to me that the House was reassured by, quote, my pronouncements and actions, unquote, since my assumption of office. And as a result, assured me of your support in the discharge of my mandate as president. This was a welcome pronouncement, one for which I am again grateful, as I am also for the visit several of you have paid to me at the presidency. Giving our country good governance has meant the government has begun to fulfill the pledges we made to the Ghanaian people. We have proven that they were not mere rhetoric or campaign talk. Neither were they meant to deceive the people of Ghana into voting for us, nor to score cheap political points. We made these pledges because we believe they represent effective vehicles for the rapid development of our country. By all accounts, the fulfillment of these pledges is being felt in all parts of our country and in your respective jurisdictions. We've been working to grow our economy and open up opportunities for all our citizens. We began to act on the fundamentals of our economy, resulting in the growing stability of the macroeconomy and the CD. We have quickly moved to restore fiscal discipline by passing a budget, the Asempa budget, that will bring down the deficit by the end of the year to 6.3%, from 9.4% in 2016. The economy has responded positively to this. Interest rates on the money markets have declined. The exchange rate is more stable. Inflation, which stood at 15.4% in December 2016, is on the decline, and in September 2017 stood at 12.12%. And economic growth picked up in the first half of the year and is projected to end at 7.6%, up from the 3.6% we inherited, which was the lowest in 20 years. In September, we started the free senior high school program, which aims to guarantee secondary education for all of Ghana's children. It is only a knowledgeable, educated population that can successfully compete in the 21st century. The judicious, honest application of our nation's resources is heralding the reinvigoration of the National Health Insurance Scheme, NHIS. Over the last 10 months, we've managed to pay 560 million cedis out of the 1.2 billion cedis debt we inherited, which was strangling the NHIS, with a commitment to pay the balance within the next 12 months. In the meantime, payments to service providers in the NHIS are now current, with no arrears being built up. Within the same period, we have restored the nursing and teacher trainee allowances. To shift the emphasis of our economy from taxation to production, we have abolished a number of nuisance taxes, which were stifling the growth of the private sector and the creation of jobs, and accelerated and introduced a number of policies aimed at formalizing the structure of the Ghanaian economy. The National Identification Card, the National Digital Property Addressing System, the e-registration system to enhance business registration processes, the paperless system of the Tema Port, among several initiatives. You would recall that in the 2016 manifesto of the New Patriotic Party, we made a pledge to increase the monthly allowances paid to chiefs and the quarterly budgetary support to the traditional councils and houses of chiefs. The allowances for paramount chiefs and queen mothers of the national and regional houses of chiefs have been increased by 100%, and payments by government are up to date. As I speak, the fourth quarter allowances are being processed. Quarterly budget support to traditional councils and houses of chiefs has also been increased by nearly 60%. I am aware that there are other issues of infrastructure and logistics that continue to give you problems. They are all being addressed, and the Chief of Staff of the Office of the President is working hard to resolve problems of mobility that you have in this house so that you can have the cars you need to do your work. I urge you to speak out and join government's fight against the ills of our society: corruption, social and economic injustice, crime, the illegal mining menace, popularly referred to as Galamsey. We've gone through a lot of difficult times in recent years, and it has meant that some people have had to find ways and means to keep body and soul together, and as a result, engage themselves in illegal activities such as Galamsey. As chiefs, you have a responsibility as was done in the days of our forefathers, to help preserve our lands, water bodies, and environment. We all have a responsibility to say no to Galamsey for our own common survival and the survival of those who are to come. If we allow it, we're jeopardizing both our present and our future. Our responsibility in this is clear. Again, on the new phenomenon of vigilantism, I will do everything in my power to arrest its development. I will not walk the path others trod, who found it convenient to turn a blind eye to the criminal misdeeds of their followers and took no action as it would displease them. I am walking another path, the path of making reality the principle of the rule of law, the idea of equality of every citizen before the law. Wrongdoers wear no political colors. They are just wrongdoers and will be dealt with as such. Eminent traditional rulers, you are the customary guardians of the morals of our communities, both by your conduct and the manner in which you intervene in their lives. Recent cases involving the defilement of children have become causes for grave concern in the country. Again, instances where youth take the law into their own hands, vandalizing properties, can no longer continue and must be condemned by all. Perpetrators of such acts must be handed over to the law enforcement agencies for the laws of the land to take their course. Senior citizens should not seem to be making special pleas for such perpetrators. In asking you to speak out, respectfully, do not fall into the well-known temptation of telling the president what you think he or she wants to hear. It will be equally tempting to tell me that I'm the best thing that ever happened to Ghana, and it will be even more tempting to tell me to ignore my critics. I expect that as our traditional rulers, you will not go down that road, but will allow the moral authority of your status to justify your intervention. Thank you very much for your attention. May God bless us all in our homeland and make